There are Parisian homes that impress us with their decoration, and then there are homes that seem to breathe with history. This vintage Paris apartment belongs to the second kind, where morning light transforms architecture, furniture, craftsmanship, and memory into something remarkably alive. Before entering, the story begins outside, along a quiet Parisian street where the façade carries the restrained character of another era. Tall windows, weathered stone, delicate ironwork, and carefully proportioned openings immediately suggest that this is more than an apartment building. The architecture reveals a remarkable discipline in proportion. Each window aligns with the next, creating a rhythm across the façade. Rather than relying on excessive decoration, the building allows symmetry, verticality, and aged French materials to create its visual identity. entrance offers the first transition from contemporary Paris into the atmosphere of the past. Heavy doors, worn surfaces, traditional hardware, and subtle ornamentation establish a sense of authenticity before the apartment itself has even been revealed. Moving upward, the staircase becomes an architectural introduction to the home. Its proportions, handrails, aged walls, and softly illuminated landings create a quiet procession, almost like walking through a small museum dedicated to everyday French craftsmanship. When the apartment door finally opens, the atmosphere changes immediately. The outside world becomes quieter, while the interior reveals layers of texture and history. Here, architecture is not simply a backdrop for decoration. It establishes the emotional character of every room. The entryway introduces the apartment with remarkable restraint. Vintage finishes, carefully selected furniture, and classical details create a composition that feels collected rather than manufactured, allowing visitors to understand the home's personality before moving deeper inside. Then comes the defining element of this apartment, morning light. As sunlight enters through the tall French windows, it travels across walls, floors, furniture, and architectural details, revealing textures that artificial lighting could never communicate with the same warmth. The tall windows function almost like architectural paintings. Beyond them, Paris provides constantly changing scenery, while inside, the changing daylight becomes another layer of decoration. Every hour subtly alters the relationship between the room and the city outside. The living room brings architecture and decoration into conversation. Vintage seating, antique-inspired pieces, artwork, and carefully balanced accessories occupy the space without overwhelming its original character. The room feels sophisticated because everything appears to belong. One of the greatest strengths of the interior is the respect shown toward its original architecture. Moldings, ceiling details, doors, proportions, and traditional surfaces remain visually important, proving that renovation does not always require replacing what time has already made beautiful. The walls deserve particular attention because their surfaces provide a subtle sense of history. Slight variations in texture and tone make the apartment feel authentic, reminding us that vintage interiors become compelling when imperfections are allowed to remain visible. Yet this home does not attempt to become a museum frozen in the past. Contemporary comforts coexist with vintage furnishings and traditional architecture, creating a balance where modern living can take place without erasing the apartment's French identity. Every major furniture piece seems to have been selected for more than function. Curved silhouettes, aged finishes, textured upholstery, and sculptural forms create visual interest, while their placement respects the room's proportions and allows the architecture to remain the primary storyteller. What makes the apartment particularly inspiring is its restraint. Rather than filling every corner with decorative objects, the design allows empty space to participate in the composition. This gives each vintage piece enough room to breathe and become visually meaningful. In the dining area, architecture becomes part of everyday ritual. A simple table, carefully chosen chairs, artwork, and natural light create an environment where breakfast, conversation, and evening meals become connected to the atmosphere of the historic home. Across the apartment, materials reveal why vintage interiors continue to fascinate designers. Wood develops character, metal gains patina, stone retains its tactile presence, and textiles soften with time. These materials do not hide their age. They make age part of the design. The kitchen provides another important contrast. While functionality is essential for modern life, the design can still acknowledge the apartment's historic character through cabinetry, hardware, natural materials, warm lighting, and carefully selected details that avoid creating a completely disconnected contemporary space. The corridor becomes more than a passage between rooms. It connects different visual moments throughout the apartment, allowing glimpses of artwork, vintage furniture, architectural moldings, and sunlight to overlap. Its quietness creates anticipation for whatever room appears next. In the bedroom, the morning light becomes softer and more intimate. Instead of dramatic decoration, the atmosphere relies on layered textiles, restrained colors, vintage furniture, and gentle daylight, creating a retreat that feels deeply connected to the peaceful rhythm of Parisian mornings. The most memorable discoveries are often the smallest ones. A handle, a carved edge, an aged frame, a decorative molding, or an unusual joinery detail can reveal the craftsmanship of another generation, rewarding anyone willing to slow down and observe carefully. Morning light also transforms the apartment's colors. Neutral walls become warmer, wood surfaces gain depth, textiles appear softer, and metallic accents catch subtle highlights. The palette is therefore never completely static. It evolves naturally as sunlight moves through the rooms. At this point, the central idea of the apartment becomes clear. Its beauty does not depend solely on expensive objects or spectacular decoration. Instead, architecture, daylight, vintage materials, artwork, and daily life combine to create something that feels like living art. There is also something profoundly human about allowing imperfections to remain. Small signs of age prevent the apartment from feeling artificial. They tell us that beauty can come from continuity, repair, patina, and the respectful preservation of things that have already lived meaningful lives. For today's designers, this apartment offers an important lesson. Historic character does not need to compete with modern comfort. The strongest interiors often emerge when designers preserve authentic architectural elements while introducing contemporary functions with sensitivity and restraint. As the morning progresses, the apartment slowly changes again. Shadows shift across the floor, sunlight moves along the walls, and familiar furniture takes on different expressions. What seemed like a finished composition becomes a living environment that continues to evolve. Ultimately, this vintage Paris apartment demonstrates that architecture can become art without losing its purpose. Morning light reveals every French detail, while vintage materials, historic proportions, craftsmanship, and contemporary life create a home that feels timeless. It is not simply a beautiful interior to admire, but a place where the past continues to live, breathe, and change with every new morning.